Hello everyone. It really is a great pleasure for me to welcome you to the Institute today to be part of the return of the Arab World Documentation Unit to the building.
This is a really exciting time for our Institute this evening, and I'm looking forward to seeing the Institute and this archive flourish in its new home well into the future. And so, without further ado, I'm now going to declare the new Arab World Documentation Unit open.
When the Middle East centres were set up, all these various social scientists and geographers, etc., all wanted primary material. They wanted not only maps and charts, but they wanted statistical information, they wanted government publications, they wanted newspapers, they wanted non-academic periodicals, they wanted the official gazettes, they wanted the current laws that were being studied. So all these various people coalesced round the need for documentation, was the primary need. Long before the internet and digitisation, you had to have the physical objects. Oxford was probably first off the mark, followed by Durham, and Exeter, the Gulf Documentation Unit, was set up, started off as one shelf in Tim Niblock's office. And over the next 20 years, they collected a huge amount of material. But their primary focus was on the Arab Gulf, from Iraq in the north, down to Oman in the south, and including Saudi Arabia and the two Yemens as they were at the time.
The collection in the Arab World Documentation Unit, it's a very distinguished collection to be gathered in one place in terms of the subject coverage, historical, and of course the geographical subject of the collections. And in terms of the material itself, I still remember the C.J. Edmonds map on Iraq. It has been made on canvas. It's magnificent, in 1932, as I remember. And lots and lots of material to be gathered in one place. This is really a great opportunity for our researchers and students.
The AWDU unit here has been very important in developing Islamic archaeology in the Institute of Arab and Islamic Studies and in the university more generally, because of the documentary resources which it has, which contextualize the archaeological material that some of the students are working on. The map collections, for instance, these provide a historical record of the growth of national boundaries from the origins of map making in the region. And for that, it's particularly important if you're trying to locate sites and also look at how sites and the interpretations of sites have changed over time. It's also important because it gives you an insight into local histories of archaeology and conceptions of heritage in the vernacular languages, so in Arabic and in Turkish and in Persian. So these documentary sources are as yet almost wholly unexploited. We have a group of PhD students that are working on these. This wonderful new facility that we've got here provides the opportunity for them to work in comfort, in good conservation conditions, and to further their studies and to further our understanding of this fascinating area as well.
DAME, the Digital Archive of the Middle East, is an exciting and unique collaboration between Exeter's Institute of Arab and Islamic Studies and the Institute of International and Area Studies at Tsinghua University in Beijing, aimed at digitizing the unique Middle East collections that we have here at Exeter. The project is so exciting because what we intend to do with this material is place it online, making it accessible to a wider array of researchers from across the world. We are excited also to be launching collaborations as part of the DAME project with archivists in Kurdistan, Iraq, Iran, and elsewhere in the region. We see this as a future important part of DAME's success in making archival material accessible to people beyond the Institute itself. Another important aspect of DAME will be to look at how digitization itself can change the way we research and understand the Middle East and archive materials more generally. So we see DAME as part of a broader move among social science scholars globally to try to understand how new technologies, new forms of digitization impact the way we carry out our research.
The Institute is fantastically placed to do this. It is the leading centre of its kind in the UK and in Europe, and perhaps even beyond. And we are very proud to be expanding our resources to allow scholars from across the world to come to Exeter and advance their own knowledge and work with us to advance ours. We're very, very pleased indeed to see the documentation unit return, and we very much welcome you to come to Exeter to see it yourself and to work with us here. Thank you.